infamous review, but Infamous Second Son was actually on my video game backlog up there with Murdered Soul Suspect and Wolfenstein New Order, so I finally had found some time to play it, and I loved it. Some of the things I loved about Infamous Second Son was definitely the open world. The open world map was like the perfect size. It wasn't too big to where I felt overwhelmed with all the different things that I needed to do, because I am one of those people that will go complete all of the side missions and get all of the collectibles before going into the story mission. So I never felt overwhelmed by the size of the open world, but also it wasn't so small where things started getting repetitive. I didn't feel like things were getting repetitive at all. And speaking about the side missions and the different things, like all the collectibles and the different little things I could do within the world, I felt those never actually got repetitive for me. You'd have to find the hidden cameras, you'd have to take over like the DUP strongholds to release that district of the city, graffiti. There's tons of other different things that you could do, but they were all connected to the main story, which I feel like a lot of open world games don't do. It seems like a lot of their side missions are completely side missions. They're not linked to the story at all. Everything you did in Infamous Second Son was linked to the main story, and I really liked that. So let's touch on the story. I will try to avoid spoilers, but you are Delsin Rowe. And we'll talk about his character a little bit right now, because that's one of the things I didn't like, was I didn't like our lead character. He was cocky and arrogant, but without the, like, charming parts of that. Handsome Jack is cocky and arrogant, but he's charming. Delsin was annoying. He was kind of an asshole, but not a lovable asshole. He was like that older guy in college where everybody's like, what is this old guy doing here? But he's still in college because he's unwilling to give up his college years and move on to adulthood. He's like that guy that'll walk up to you like in his denim vest and be like, hey guys, you check out the new Green Day patch I got? Pretty rad, right? He just felt kind of like a street punk that hadn't really grown up, and he was still trying to be with the cool kids that are graffitiing the city everywhere, wearing his, you know, denim vest. Yeah, so he was not my favorite male character at all. But that didn't affect the gameplay, and it actually didn't affect the story much either for me. Delsin is a special kind of conduit, and he's kind of like the rogue of the conduits, where he'll touch another conduit and he's able to then gain and use their powers. Anyways, conduits have the ability to manipulate matter, such as like smoke, concrete, for neon, you could run up walls. If you were going for the good karma, which the game does have, you know, a good side and a bad side, Paragon, Renegade, that kind of stuff. If you were going for the good side, you could slow down time and shoot the bad guy's feet with it. It would bind their feet and you would get good karma. For video, you were wings and you could glide. So they're all different types of matter that you would, throughout the game, unlock and be able to learn how to manipulate to progress in the story. It did take me a little bit to get into the game at the beginning, because the beginning is very wordy, very cutscene, and you're just kind of like, can I play this now, you guys? But once you actually get to play with your powers for the first time, play with your powers. The first time you get to play with your powers and actually you get free reign of the city, that's when I was hooked. I was just like, yes! This is how you do an open world game. Rockstar, pay attention. Your open world games are way too big, way too repetitive, and way too much dead space in between anything fun. Infamous Second Son knew my type of open world. It knew that I want to get to the next thing really quickly, and I want to do it fun. I don't want to drive a car. I don't want to take public transportation. I just want to wall run all the way there. I want to hop from building to building. I want to have wings so I can glide there. I just want to have fun in my open world games. I don't want things to be realistic. I live in the real world. It's boring enough. I want my games that I pay for to provide me with an out of the real world experience. Back to the story. You're fighting the main corporation, which is Duke, the DUPs, and they are formed to protect the commoners, the people, the civilians, from people like you, the conduits. Which enter your main antagonist in the game, which is Augustine. We need to defeat her because she's a very bad lady, and she looks like a younger version and less fat version of Carrie Fisher. That's who she kept reminding me of the whole game. I kept calling her Princess Leia. Anyways, she's got the power, I think she's got the power of concrete. And we need to gain all the conduit powers to defeat her. So we start out with smoke, then we gain neon and video, and the way we do that is by, you know, interacting, by befriending or killing, depends on which way you want to play, other conduits whose powers you need. I keep touching on the good way and the bad way. The game does have a morality system, which you can, you know, make good choices or mean choices. And the more you level up your morality, whether it's good or bad, and your karma, which is, I guess, the experience points for the morality, will unlock new skills within each of your conduit power skills. So smoke will unlock different types of powers or upgrades for your smoke, whether you're going good or bad, which is really cool too. So yeah, I loved the game. I had so much fun in that game. But then what added to it was the free DLC, I don't know, the free add-on that you can get for the game, which is called Paper Trail. Now Paper Trail does something that I have seen other companies try but have never executed well. This is how you should have done things, Watch Dogs. I didn't like Watch Dogs. Paper Trail is a section in the game. You go to like a murder scene, a crime scene, and you investigate it. You know, you pick up their cell phone, you take pictures of things, maybe a dropped wallet or a shredded business card, whatever, and you drop it off to be sent to your home computer. Then it actually does get sent to your home computer in the real world, and you use your real computer to analyze all of the different evidence. Whether, you know, you found a business card, and on the business card it had this guy's website on it. You go to the website and it's the DUP website, but you need to find out how to log in because it's password coded. And then on another crime scene, you found this guy's wallet. Inside the wallet was his key card, so you took his employee ID number off of it and put it into the DUP site to sign in, and then you have to decode stuff, and then you can see their case files and compare their case files with what you're finding out. You have to, you know, you have to hack into things on your own computer, and all of these websites, it's like this huge, you know, just spider web of all these different things and puzzles you solve on your computer from the evidence that you find in the game that then sends it to the computer or your computer. All the different sites you go to and interact with, they're all real and completely functioning. They're not like real as in, you know, go to McDonald's.com. They're all made for, of course, the game, but they're completely functioning. It's all this like insane connected puzzles that you're really piecing together and figuring out in the real world on your computer, that then you send the data to the game, and the game realizes that you've done this stuff already, and then the story of Paper Trail progresses on. And in Paper Trail they have this really cool character that's got this like rabbit mask made out of paper named Celia, and you're really trying to work out the mystery for her because she leads you to all the different crime scenes. She's got the conduit power of over paper, which is really cool, and once you complete Paper Trail, which is, I think there's 6 episodes of it, you get the power of paper. There's one other DLC that's out for it for the people who pre-ordered it or got the collector's edition called Cole's Legacy. I honestly just started that, so I haven't really been able to dig into it, and so I can't talk about that. But there's one more DLC coming out, well, hopefully there's more, but there is one coming out that's going to feature a character called Fetch, who is, everybody seems to be the fan favorite.
Hello, America. My name is Abigail Walker, but my friends and enemies call me Fetch.
She's how you get the neon power, which was my personal favorite. I love the neon power. And it's called First Light, I think, but it's going to be a standalone, so you don't have to have played Infamous or have Infamous Second Son to be able to play her standalone DLC. But I recommend you playing Infamous Second Son. It's a lot of fun. Best game on the PS4 right now by far. And if you've already played it, tell me what you think. What was your favorite power? Did you like neon? Did you stick with smoke most of the time? Video was my second favorite. Could have cared less about concrete. So let me know what your favorite power was and what you thought about the game. And as always, thanks for watching.